Good evening, everybody. My name is Joe Roberts. This evening I'm going to be doing my presentation on Backbone.js. What is Backbone.js? Well, it is a model view controller framework, or MVC. It was first released in 2010 by Jerry Ashkenas. I hope I got that name right. Backbone is a lightweight, coming in at 6.3 kilobytes when minified and compressed for production, and with only one dependency, underscore.js, which I will get to shortly. It's a highly versatile and minimalistic MVC, as I said, model view controller framework that powers a lot of sites you may be familiar with: Twitter, Hulu, Pinterest, and my personal favorite, Pandora. He's the creator of CoffeeScript programming language, the Backbone.js JavaScript framework, and the underscore.js JavaScript library. He has been a speaker at numerous conferences and events. And here's our Backbone community again: Pandora, Hulu, Groupon. And again, it is a model view controller framework, or MVC, as many of you may know it. So why use Backbone? The structure adds better structure to code, especially if it's a team-building, team-driven project. MVC applied to the web, and at its core, the three MVC components we would expect: the model view and the controller architecture in Rails. Models represent the data in an application and are typically used to manage rules for interacting with a specific database table. You generally have one table corresponding to one model, with much of your application's business logic living within these models. Views represent your user interface, often taking the form of HTML that will be sent down to the browser. They're used to represent application data to anything making requests from your application. And finally, the controllers offer the glue between the models and views. Their responsibility is to process requests from the browser, ask your models for data, and then supply this data to views so that they may be presented to the browser. So you want to add Backbone. So this is basically how you would add Backbone. It does require some dependencies, jQuery being one of them, and also underscore. Now, once you have Backbone installed, you're in the back end. This is basically an example of how you would declare a model. For instance, dogs equal backbone.model.extend. You got your first dog equals new dog. You want to add some properties in there. Name, Husky. I love Huskies. And then you're going to close it. In conclusion, Backbone versus other libraries and frameworks is just one of many different solutions available for structuring your application. And the answer to the question, is Backbone better than X, generally has a lot more to do with what kind of application you're building. This is just a short presentation of Backbone. Here is a demo of an app. I'm going to close this out here. And basically, my services for web development, web design, my photography, and coffee drinking, which will keep me awake to do all this stuff. Okay. Basically, what you see here, you'll have, again, your basic model. var service equals backbone.model.extend. Then you're going to have your defaults, all your properties installed in there and listed. Then you're going to create a collection of services. Again, you're creating the model with all your properties. And here's a few Of course, you can find this on GitHub, and will allow you to get any of your code, and you can actually contribute to this. Let's see. And here is the actual Backbone.js website. You can download any of the code that you need for developing a Backbone application. Tell you how to get started and how it works, and describes everything you need to know about Backbone.js. This has been an interesting research for me, and I hope you learned a little bit about Backbone.js and learned as much as I have. I'm going to continue my research on this and hopefully learn a little bit more about it and apply it to a future application. This has been Joe Roberts with Backbone.js, and I hope you learned something as much as I have, and thank you for watching.